right, hey everybody, good afternoon. Welcome to Infinity Highway. How's it going? We got Cali Man here with Max the Spaz and a big red truck. I still don't know what I'm going to call this truck. I've been calling it Clifford the Big Red Truck. I don't think that's not going to stick. That's too generic for me, but I've yet to come up with a more permanent name for it, so we'll just stick with it for now. Yeah, so we are eastbound out here in Nevada right now, up there on the I-80. Coming into the little town of Lovelock. And we're running a long haul. We finally got ourselves a long haul. We picked up a load yesterday back in Newark, California, over at Cargill Salt. And so, yeah, we're hauling about 41,000 pounds of large tote bags full of salt, and are destined to Watkins Glen, New York. So, yeah, it's been a while since we've actually been out to New York, or actually been living on the I-80 for a few days. It's been quite a while since we've done that. Kind of missed it. Kind of missed the I-80. It's funny, I mean, because there's times where I'll be stuck living on the I-80, it seems, for like months, and I'll get really sick of it. And we've been running mostly southern states. Seems for like 6, 7, 8 months. So it's gonna be nice. Nice change of scenery. Wow, there's a big old fire over there. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. That doesn't look like that's a fire that's in control at all. Man. Alright, Max, that's enough. Come on, bring it in. Come on, sit your ass down. So, speaking of which, today is Thursday, March 21st, 2024. Although it's the 21st, I believe the actual technical cardinal solstice was yesterday or the day before, maybe even, because we had a leap year this year. February was 29 days, so the actual true solstice was, yeah, I believe yesterday or the day before, 19th maybe. Time right now is 12:52 in the PM, just afternoon. 64 beautiful degrees out here in Nevada, elevation 4,000 feet, give or take. As we pass mile marker 109. And out of this here 2,800 mile long haul, it was 2,800 miles exactly from where we started. We still have 2,467 remaining out there in Watkins Glen. Oh, it should be a beautiful drive. Spring time, you know, trees growing leaves, flowering, and it should be gorgeous out there. Weather's definitely changing. You can just feel it. Very nice. So what we'll be doing here on this here video is, you know, we'll probably do, I've done these in the past where, you know, I'll just do 1 or 2 clips per day as we make our way out there. We still got a full 3 days to go. Delivery is for 6 a.m. on Monday. But we definitely have, with just over, with the 2,465 miles that we have to go, that's 3 full days of driving, 3 full 11-hour shifts, plus maybe a couple hours. So so we'll be doing 1, 2, maybe 3 the most clips per day as we go. Check in with you morning, check in with you sometime midday, and then maybe evening before we shut down as we go. And sometimes these videos that I do like this can get a little bit lengthy, so just bear with it. Stick till the end, and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and all that kind of good stuff. Share it, whatever. Won't hurt my feelings at all. So, anyways, correctional center next right. Yeah, let's go ahead and keep going then. So, we'll talk to you later this evening or this afternoon or whatever. So, we'll talk to you then. See you in a bit. All right, here we are. Welcome back. Here we are over in Wells, Nevada. Just parked in the Petro. Stopped in, topped off the tanks. Got a little bit of food in my belly. Some breakfast, even though it's now.
Are you looking for something wet?
Now that it's now.
Have sexy ladies. Feel bad wetness. We also offer beer, spirits, non-alcoholic beverages, and souvenirs.
5:20
to
p.m.
Stay a while. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and have lots of parking. So no rig is too small or too big. We got room for you here at 623 Wells, Nevada. At Dallas Happy in the Ranch. See you soon.
What you're hearing there is ladies of the night in Wells. They got a brothel or something over here pretty nearby, and they advertise on the CB for truckers, so that's what that was. But sorry, hon, we don't have time for you on this one. Yep, that's Nevada for you.
Turn left on I-80 East.
So anyways, topped off the tanks. Got about a burrito and a half in my belly, breakfast burrito. Because I overheated. I bought some breakfast burritos out of their refrigerator. They weren't frozen, and I put them in the microwave a little bit too long. One of them, it just blew up. It just blew up. All that was left was about half of it. So 1.5 breakfast burritos. Went and let Max go shake a leg a few times, and off we go. So as I said, about 5:20 now in the PM in the evening, getting to be evening. It's always nice. It's my favorite time of year is when the clocks have been
Continue on I-80.
set forward and extends the length of the day. I do. I love it. Especially in this line of work. $60 degrees out here in Wells, elevation 5,700 feet. Salt Lake City, 181 miles to go. We still have 7 hours of available drive time on today's logbook. So we'll probably make it out somewhere in Nebraska, I'm guessing. I'm not sure exactly how far into Nebraska, but that's what I would guess it will be without actually looking and looking at what Sheila D has to say about it, GPS. But that's where I'm guessing it'll be somewhere in Nebraska. $2,222 miles to go, exactly as I speak. Full house, or no, full house, nothing. 4 twos. I got 4 twos. That's pretty good hand. And then a joker sitting in the driver's seat. That's all I have to say about that for now. Just a quick check-in. As I said, we'll just be doing some short clips as the days go by. So we'll put you down for now. We'll see you probably tomorrow morning. See ya. Alright, good afternoon, people. How's it going? Boy, was I wrong.
In 1/4 mile, turn right on T-Town Road.
Yeah, was I ever wrong? I said I thought we would be someplace in Nebraska, and boy, yeah, was I wrong. Not even close. We actually ended up shutting down over here in Sinclair, Wyoming. And I know why I kind of confused where I was going to end up is because typically, I think I was kind of mentioning, I think somewhere yesterday on a video that, or maybe I wasn't, I don't remember, but typically when I pick up a load out of California,
mile, turn right on T-Town Road.
Out of like the Stockton area or something like that, I'll make it as far as Dugway, Utah. And then from Dugway, day 2, I'll end up out in Nebraska. But that's not exactly the way this load worked out because
turn right on T-Town Road.
We picked up out in Newark, California, but that was after we had already put in a full day, damn near, of doing short haul stuff. And so I just didn't have time.
In 1/2 mile, turn left on County Road 347, then take the first left.
On the logbook to make it out to Dugway the first day, so that's the way that cookie crumbled. So anyways, yeah, Sinclair, Wyoming is where we be. It is now Friday, March 22nd. Time is 12:25 Mountain Time.
Turn left on County Road 347, then take the first left.
So we've jumped up an hour. It is a windy.
Turn left on I-80 East.
Oh, a windy Wyoming, 51 degrees outside. Elevation 6,500 feet. And we did pretty damn good miles yesterday. I didn't actually calculate what our total miles was yet, but it had to be somewhere in the 760 to 770 mile range. We only made one stop and the rest of it was all hammered down, 75 mile an hour driving, with the exception of some hill climbs. So I know we put in some damn good miles yesterday. Left ourselves with 1,739 to go. And what else I realized
Continue on I-80.
was that all day yesterday I was thinking it was Friday, even though I probably correctly stated the day. I'm assuming I did. I haven't reviewed the original clip yet for this video, but I'm assuming that I did. But even though I did that, I was feeling, you know how sometimes you just feel like you're the day ahead of where you actually are, or you're the day behind where you actually are. That's what was happening for me yesterday. So I was thinking that we only had 3 days of driving to get out there, and actually we have more available time to get there than I was originally thinking, which is great, because my expectations were of arriving out there at 2 a.m. in Watkins Glen and then having to get up and deliver at 6 a.m. for our appointment time. But I think we'll get there probably, well, I haven't actually done the math on it yet, but I'd say we'll probably get up there sometime 8, 9 p.m., something like that on Sunday evening. That's what I'm guessing. Might be sooner. So anyways, yeah, other than the wind out here, really nice day, sunny day. Wow, for as much as I like this truck, for anybody who's new to the channel here, we're driving a new truck to us. It's not a brand new truck, it's just new to us. My boss just bought it used about a month and a half, 2 months ago, and so we're still kind of getting used to it. But as much as I kind of like this truck, Like, I mean, there's some things I really don't like about it, but I kind of like it. I don't know. You know, it's got a nice interior and stuff. But it really doesn't have the power that I'm used to out of a Detroit motor. It's really just very shabby when it comes to torque. And it's kind of frustrating, because for stuff like this right here, we're really kind of not really climbing. We're kind of climbing, but not really. And what I'm used to in these Detroit motors is being able to kind of motor up stuff like this. And you put your foot, the pedal to the floor, and there's just nothing there. It won't even gain speed for you. Like, not even like a mile an hour every 5 seconds or something, which is what I'd be used to, you know. It just, I don't know, for whatever the reason, I suspect that it is probably, you know, a configuration, a programming thing, you know, in the computer, in the fuel injection. And what I'm assuming is that either the original owner, you know, was maybe a large carrier, came from a larger fleet, and they had set it to some kind of fuel economy mode, you know, and it doesn't do it for me. It just really doesn't. I highly prefer performance out of a vehicle, and it's just not set to perform at all, so it can be a little bit frustrating. That the engine brake isn't very good, but I think I know why. most likely it's because my boss likes to run full synthetic oil in his trucks, and that oil is super thin. And well, the engine brakes are subject to the thickness of your motor oil. So the thicker the motor oil, the stronger the engine brake works for you. So I'm going to be talking him into just running conventional in this truck and see if we can at least once to see if it strengthens up the engine brake for me, because it does. It likes to. I mean, we got 41,000 pounds in the trailer, and it kind of likes to get out of control going down some of the steeper grades with the engine brake on high. So I'm going to talk to him about that and see if I can convince him to let me take it into the dealer or someplace with the software to kind of get into the computer and see if we can adjust the fuel map rate and give it a little bit more power, because we were climbing up out of Salt Lake City yesterday. There's a large grade just east of Salt Lake City that you go up when you're heading east, and I got passed by a fully loaded car hauler, and those things are super heavy. You're talking about 9 cars, and if you figure each car is roughly 4,000 to 5,000 pounds, do the math, that's 45,000. Those things are notoriously heavy out here, and nobody gets past my car haulers going up grades. Well, I did, and I actually damn near, like, typically, even with 45,000 pounds in the trailer on these trucks and dry vans, you're gonna be dropping down into 7th gear and climbing the hill, some of the steepest hills, at roughly 27 to 30 miles an hour in 7th gear, and it's no problem, right, for the motor. This thing, it almost sent me down into 6th gear. I was climbing it at about, I think the most that it dropped down to was about 22, 23 miles an hour, and that's getting pretty close to running in 6th gear. If I get into 6th gear, the torque is a little bit better than 7th. But the last thing that I needed to do is drop me down into low range settings, because if you got to drop into low range settings, you got engine troubles. So that's kind of the way it was behaving. So I'm going to be seeing if I can convince them to change that stuff around, and because it really needs it. It just does. Fuel economy is great, but not at the risk of going 10 miles an hour up a hill. That's not cool at all. It just isn't. So anyways, gonna let you go. We will talk to you later this evening, or see you tomorrow or something or another. So see you in a bit. See you in a hot sec. Okay, here we are. Welcome to Nebraska. We're just getting ready to depart TA over here in Agalala. I don't know if that's really the way it's pronounced, but it looks about right to me. Agalala. G-A-L-L-A-L-A. So, Agalala. And we have just topped off the tanks, topped off the DEF, emptied Max's tank, both of them. It's always a good thing. And I'll be getting ready to fill my tank here. Subway sandwich. This place right here that we're going by on the left, it's called Fat Dogs. So
Turn
was
right
like, oh, that
onto
sounds
Nebraska
kinda good.
61, then take the first right.
I could go for a fat dog, like Polish or something. But that's not what it is at all. It's just what they call the travel center, I guess. They got a subway there. So
Turn right on I-80 East.
instead of a fat dog, I got myself a Subway sandwich. So be it. Say goodbye, Max. Left him a nice little present in the grass over there, so did good. Don't want to stop in without gifting.
Continue on I-80.
Yeah, I mean, we actually just kind of experienced a bona fide miracle too, because like I typically try not to stop there at that TA, because the handful of times that I've stopped there in the past to fuel up, fuel islands are always blocked. You know, they don't have very many. They only got like 6 or something like that, maybe 8. And there's always, seems like there's always people just sitting in the fuel islands not fueling, you know. And then you get like 2 or 3 trucks backed up behind that, you know, all the way out to the street. If I see that, I just keep going, you know. But I went ahead and I took a chance on it this time. I still had a quarter tank, so we could have made it to the next available spot to fuel, but took a chance because I was getting hungry, you know. The dog was getting antsy to go take care of business, so I did. We lucked out. There was one available. There was one fuel station available. We got it. Bona fide miracle. So time is, let's see here. It is 6:25 in the PM Central Time now, so we just scooted up another hour from Pacific, where it is still 4:25. About 50 degrees out here. Elevation 3,200 feet. We're gonna be continually descending in elevation the rest of the way. We've made it out here to Nebraska, except for a few hills and valleys, but no real mountains to speak of for the rest of the way until we get out to New York and Pennsylvania. Yeah, so but we got relatively flat straights to go through for a while, for the next day and a half, maybe next day, something or another. Relatively flat. No big elevation climbs, anyhow. And to that, we got 1,435 miles to go. So that's it for now. We will talk to you later, probably tomorrow. See you in a bit. Okay, here we go. Good morning or good afternoon, I guess. Yes, good afternoon once again.
Continue on the road.
Yeah, okay. I will do that. Sheila D, thank you. Come on, you shabby old truck. Get going here. Where's my juice? Where's my power? Feels like she's under the weather. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so good afternoon. Today is Saturday, March 23rd, 2024 still. Time is just about 12:30 in the afternoon, PM. Boy, it got cold over here last night. It's 38 degrees out there right now, but damn, it got chilly willy overnight in the mid-20s out here just east of Des Moines, Iowa. That there rest area where we camped out overnight. Elevation just under 1,000 feet. Come on, buddy. Go ahead and get back over in front of me here because traffic's waiting on you, bud. Come on. Go ahead. Come on, man. There you go. And boy, we did some pretty good miles again yesterday. Left ourselves 961 remaining up to Watkins Glen. Pretty damn good. Matter of fact, let's see here. So, our total miles on Thursday, which was basically kind of the second day that we were running this. It was more the first day, but like it was the day that. So Wednesday was the day that we picked up this load. Thursday was the day where we just hammered down all day. So on Thursday, our total miles for Thursday, like the entire day, not in one 11-hour shift, but our miles for the total day was 860. Pretty damn good. And then Friday, yesterday, just about 800 miles. So what's going on there, the reason why the mileage was so high was because I was running in and through past midnight both of those days. And so the miles that I did after midnight tacked on to the miles that I did later in the day, you know, for my shift. And then that day I ran past midnight, so the miles that I ran past midnight tacked on to the day after that. So that's how those mileages are so high. Those aren't 11-hour shift miles, but for, you know, if you're counting it in a one-day period, that's pretty good, you know, because that's how it gets tacked on my paycheck. So it's pretty good. Yeah, so man, no leaves quite up yet. You can see all these trees out here. It's still pretty barren. They've got no leaves yet. So I'm a little bit surprised, being that this late in March, not to see the leaves, but you know, whatever. They'll be coming any day soon. Start filling back out. Pretty damn cold last night, down in the probably 23 to 25 degrees. It was about 27 when we pulled in at whatever it was, 2 a.m. So probably might have dropped down a couple of degrees. Yeah, like I said, maybe 25. Gave me a chance to actually run the generator. I did make a stop because I knew it was going to be cold. With the more east we got, I knew it was going to get cooler and cooler. We were going to get cooler and cooler overnight temps. And so I stopped and filled up the generator with gasoline. Because I have a little space heater that I brought with me. Being that the boss doesn't want me running the truck for any reason at all anymore. And cranked it up, fired it up, turned on the little space heater, and it worked. It definitely worked. It kept it comfortable. Like I don't like sleeping. Like I sleep better when it's really cool. You know, when it's kind of cold inside the cab. If it's too warm in here, you know, I'll be tossing and turning and stuff. You know, the colder it is, you know, the more I can kind of get up under the covers, kind of hibernate my way, you know, through my sleep. So that little space heater kept it probably about 50, 55 degrees inside here, which is just right. Of course, if we were in temperatures in the teens, it probably wouldn't work. It probably wouldn't have been sufficient enough. So, but it did all right. That was comfortable. So, anyways, yep. Gonna put you down. We will see you later. All right, welcome back, and good evening. We are, well, we're getting into the evening hours here, in any event. Just about 6 p.m. out here. Coming into South Hammond, aka South Chicago. Most people refer to this section as South Chicago, as far as truckers go. Just going over the infamous quarry over here. I forget what the name of it is, but it's a big, massive, I think it's a marble quarry. I think it's huge. Gigantic canyon. On both sides of the interstate. Got about 4.5 miles across over the state line into Indiana. Mile marker 1 1/4. That's what that sign just said. Coming up on exit 0. But the state line is up for a few more miles.
Be in any of the 4 left lanes.
stretch of the I-80 here is notorious for having horrible traffic. So if traffic's your thing, if you're into traffic, if you like that sort of thing, you gotta come out here and try it out. It's amazing. Today's not too bad right now. I mean, we still got a little ways to go to get through the worst of it. But I guess maybe being Saturday, 6 o'clock hour, it's actually pretty smooth right now. Degrees out here. It's a beautiful day out there. It's just cool. Elevation about 600 feet. Still 650 miles to go. ETA, we're looking at somewhere around 3-4 p.m. tomorrow. 5 to 10 to 15 miles an hour. Stressful. Stay in your lane there, Chief Nuts.
Be in any of the 4 left lanes.
truck driver, we were passing him on the right-hand side, on his right-hand side, calling him a jerk off, just because some of these truck drivers, they'll see you coming, you know, and they'll be like, oh, you know, whatever it is, and they'll speed up and like match your speed, and you know, they don't know exactly what it is they want to do, and this and that. It's like, to do that to a truck that's coming around you in the right-hand lane, that's really messed up, because that could put me in a pickle pretty quick if he matches my speed, and then I got something, you know, traffic merging from the right, and you know, cut me off, and then I don't have anywhere to go. So that's why I was like, man, jerk off. That's kind of messed up to do. It's one thing to do it if you're getting passed on the left, but if you're getting passed on the right, that's just not cool at all. I mean, and this is amazing. I've never been able to go through South Chicago like this and just stay in the right lane. It's never happened. This is another miracle right here, I figure. Pretty amazing. Yep. Anyways, I'm gonna let you go. We're gonna pull off here in about 3.5 miles and stop in the TA over off of Ripley Avenue and top off the tanks. Go pee on some grass and get back at it. So we'll let you go for now. We'll see you probably tomorrow morning. And good afternoon once again. Welcome to Pennsylvania. Beautiful Pennsylvania. What does it say? Explore your happiness, I think, or something. Maybe. Oh, I forget. That sounds close enough. So we're over here in Girard. I guess it's Girard. G-I-R-A-R-D. About 5 miles just inside the state. Just trying to get this puppy up to speed here. Just pulled away from the closed rest area where we spent the night. Yeah, it was closed. One of those things. I had selected the rest area like 200 miles in advance, and it was where I was going to run out of time, like almost exactly. And we pulled up and it was closed. So how is it that you stayed there, Cal? You're asking. Well, you know, they closed down the off ramp to get into the rest area, but the get on ramp from the rest area to get back on the interstate, they don't put anything there. So a lot of times what we'll do is just we'll pull off at the get on ramp side and back up the ramp a little ways, which is exactly what I did. Nobody bothered us. I mean, I didn't have much choice. I literally only had about 10 or 15 minutes left on my clock. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to keep going and try to find something better than this, because it was actually pretty good. We were pretty well far removed from the interstate and all that, and tucked back up in there. And then this morning we got up, we went ahead and enjoyed the rest area itself. Walked back up in there with the dog and went and kicked the pig around. Yeah, the pig. Max has a new pig that I just got him. Yep, it's a purple one. He loves it. He loves his pigs. He really does. He gets all worked up over them. So we go back over there, kick the pig around, basically play fetch with the pig instead of a ball. So anyways, yeah, it works out. Dog friendly. That's what I need. That's all I ever need is just, that's basically the dog, like, the dog is the reason why I pull off the places where I pull off, just for him. Like, most people are trying to park like close to the facilities, you know, whether it's a rest area or whether it's a truck stop or a store or what have you. I'm the guy who's parking all the way down, away from everything and everybody, just for the dog. Yeah, that's what we do. We love them. That's right. You betcha. Yeah. Yeah, just for you. Yeah, I was talking about you. So it is now today, Sunday, March 24th. Time is 12:41 in the PM. I know. It's cool out here. 38 degrees in Pennsylvania. Come on, Max. Just let me finish. Elevation about 800 feet, a little bit over. And we got short miles now. 236 to go. Did about 720 miles yesterday, so all good. Once we get out of Nebraska, the speed limits are all 70 miles an hour, with the exception of Indiana, which is 65. However, for the most part, we still run 70 through Indiana. But don't tell them I told you. Oh, and it's 65 through here, through Pennsylvania, and actually I think it's 65 in New York also, when I remember. God, it's been a while since I've ran this route. I'm telling you. We are on the I-90 now, by the way. We hopped on the I-90 back in Ohio, kind of near Cleveland, or just west of Cleveland. It's a split off the I-80 to the 90. So, in the panhandle of Pennsylvania right now, up by Lake Erie. Yeah, and I was hoping to see a little bit more leaves on the trees by now, but I guess give it another month. It is. It's really pretty through here when the trees got full leafage. I hear you, bud. Yeah, I know. That's crazy. All right, I better let you go. This dog's gonna start spazzing out. So we'll see you in a little bit here. All right, welcome back back, everybody, and welcome to New York State. Over here, just departing the little town of Belmont. Stopped in to top off real quick. Top off the diesel and top off the Jenny.
Continue on I-86.
And we have exchanged the I-90 for the I-86 now, which is a beautiful interstate. It really is. It's one of my favorite interstates to drive on. Not just in New York, but it's just a nice stretch of road. It's beautiful country out here, and it's not a very busy interstate. So it makes for an enjoyable ride. Beautiful farm country out here, kind of out in the middle of the mountains and stuff. Once again, when the trees are full of leaves, it's just even more incredible. Lots of snow out here on the ground still. It's hovering right around 35, 36 degrees. It's warming up a little bit as the day's gone by, but you can find patches of ice still out there if you're not careful. You can misstep and find yourself on your rear. But the patches that are in the sun are pretty well melting. It's just if you gotta watch yourself when you step into the shady areas. That's where you're gonna get it. That's where it's gonna get you. Elevation 1,400 feet. The time is now 4 o'clock. We got 95 miles to go. Yes, I think I said 3 o'clock yesterday for an ETA, but I've been kind of just chilling today. I've already made a couple pit stops that weren't necessary. That weren't necessarily necessary. Even that stop that we just did right now, I didn't have to do. But whenever you're delivering in New York State as a truck driver and you're going into areas that are kind of like upstate New York, I had a half a tank, right? So I would be fine, but what can happen, and it has happened in the past, is you go deliver someplace kind of out in the middle of nowhere, which is kind of how Watkins Glen is. It's not the middle of nowhere, but it's far enough removed from any major truck stops that, anyways, what can happen is you head on in there with, you think you're good, you got 3/8, a half a tank of fuel, and you deliver, and then your next load goes and picks up someplace that is in the boondocks, that is really far removed from anything, and there's no place to fuel along the way, and you get there and you're like, damn, I have 1/8 of a tank of fuel, now I have to go like out of my, like, so you pick up the load and you're going to be heading to wherever, Texas, or whatever it is, and so you look for something on your route, and the closest thing to you is 26 miles in the opposite direction from your actual route, and the soonest one on your route is like 300 miles. You're kind of in a pickle, right? Now you got to backtrack and go fuel, so that's why. That's why I stopped and just fuel, even though I had a half a tank, just make sure so that way I don't find myself in that predicament. It's happened before, so it's just it's good practice to do that when you're out here in this side of the country anyways. I mean, it can be like that, you know, whether it's New York or Pennsylvania or but especially New York. So we're full, we're topped off, we're comfortable. We got food for dinner tonight. Already ate lunch. And so the plan is there's a rest area along the way here. There's nothing in the town of Watkins Glen really for truck parking. Not that I can see from Google Maps. Google Satellite. So the closest we can get where I know I can get away with parking for a good bit is a rest area that's about 20-25 miles shy of our delivery. So we're going to pull in there, camp out there the rest of the day, and hop up at 4:30 a.m. and finish a load then. So, because they are closed today. Cargill Salt is closed on the weekend, so they open at 5. We'll try to get there. Appointment time is for 6, so we'll just plan on being there by 6. Call it good. So, anyways, gonna put you down. We'll see you. We'll see you probably tomorrow morning. I don't know that there's gonna be anything left to see today. Maybe we'll run some. You know what? Maybe we'll run some hyperdrive out the rest of the way out to the rest area or something. So you got something to see. But I know this video is gonna be getting kind of long here, so gotta put you down, and we'll see you when we see you. little change of plans. Max, get down. Just get down. Go lie down. Go lie down. We went ahead, we skipped the rest area. So we are northbound 14, Highway 14. Well, 14 would be an east-west designation, but we are cardinally going northbound. And I looked at Google Satellite, and there's like a picnic turnout kind of place up here in about 7 miles that we're gonna pull into. It actually looks pretty nice. So hopefully, as long as there's a spot available for us. This here is Pine Valley Township. Little bit of backcountry New York here. It's beautiful. We got 12 miles to Cargill. So this puts us a heck of a lot closer than the rest area that we were going to stop at. That rest area with about 40 or 50 miles to do tomorrow morning. So this way we get to sleep in just a little bit more. right, we're coming up on it here. We got 1 mile up to this here parking area, and I just saw the
In
sign
1
for
mile,
it, so that's good.
arrive at 1642 Route 14 on the right. In 1/4 mile, arrive at 1642 Route 14 on the right.
Your destination is on the right.
Continue on Route 14.
Well, this looks more like it's something designed for cars than big trucks, but it's gonna have to work for us. All it's gotta work for us is just for the rest of the day and through the night, and that's it. So. All right, gotta let you go. See you in the AM. All right, early bird special here. Good morning. 5:30 a.m. 25 degrees. Yep, got kind of cold. Yeah, it's a little chilly.
Continue on Route 14.
Five and a half miles to get up there. Montour Falls. All right, welcome to Watkins Glen. Oh, I almost forgot. It's Monday, March 25th now. That was a pretty decent little turnout that we got to stay at last night. Quiet for the most part. It just got really, really cold once the sun went down behind the mountain to the west of us. Man, it just it got
In 1/4
super cold
mile,
super fast.
turn right on East 4th Street.
I mean, it was cold even with the sun hitting us, but it got pretty bad. And I say it was quiet, but honestly, it wasn't, because I ended up firing up the generator to power
Turn
my
right
little
at the
space
traffic
heater.
light. In 1/2 mile, arrive at 518 East 4th Street on the left.
And it works pretty damn good, actually. I mean, I don't know. I already probably mentioned this, but it doesn't, like, I just put it on low, and it just runs. Like, it's got a like, on the high setting, it's supposed to have like a thermostat that'll turn it on and off, you know, so you can set the temperature you want. For some reason, it doesn't work. Like,
In 1/4 mile, arrive at 518 East 4th Street on the left.
it'll raise the temperature to where you want it to be, and then it shuts off, and then it doesn't come back on when it gets low again. And so you can turn it on the low setting, and where are we going here?
Arriving at 518 East 4th Street on the left.
It just runs continuous. Closed to do not block gate. It says closed. They're supposed to be open at 5 a.m. Oh, that's not good. Hang on. Alright, well, turns out that they don't open till 6, so we got 20 minutes to kill. So, I don't know, we're either gonna hang out right here, or there's a Walmart right there. I think I can go get away with parking in the Walmart instead of just sitting here in the middle of traffic. So anyways, I think with that, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up, unless something special happens when we get in there and go to unload, but it'll be just standard stuff. So anyways, don't forget to like the videos. The more you like, the more you know, frequency they put it on people's recommended list. So appreciate it if you go ahead and like, subscribe if you wish, leave a comment. That's always good. And with that, it's a wrap. Hope you all are doing well. Thanks for watching Infinity Highway. Hope you enjoyed the kind of coast to coast trip, and we will see you all somewhere down the road. So take care. Bye.